I'm Jennifer Angel. This is your horoscope Aquarius for the month of August. Now, there's quite a bit happening this month, particularly for you, right opposite your sign and also in your sign. So at the 10th, there's a full moon and it's in your sign this month. So it's your annual full moon. Now, let's not forget that the full moon is called the lunar moon, and the word lunar comes from lunatic. So people can get a little bit crazy around this time, particularly when it's in your sign, because anything goes with an Aquarius. You can be a little bit sort of wacky, so people can get that energy sort of going where it's unpredictable. So you want to be a little bit careful of what's happening around you, and also just mindful and thoughtful of how you're feeling around this time. Okay, so when the full moon is in your sign, even when it's not in your sign, but particularly when it's in your sign, it can be a little bit unsettling, let's say, for want of a better word. But it can highlight to you anything that's not really working the way that you want it to, and that can be with people, things, and situations. So, and right now there's a lot of activity and placement, astral placements right opposite you in your solar 7th house, all to do with relationships. So that's sort of an indication to me that if there's something going on about with a close relationship that you would rather, and also at work, because we've got Venus in the 6th house to do with your work. So so right there, your 6th, 7th, and 8th house are all sort of under the spotlight this month. So the 6th house is to do with Venus there, is to do with your work. Very good for connections. But once again, Venus is the ruler of relationships. So on the 12th, Venus is going to move into your solar 7th house, which is more intimate relationships. Okay, and so it's the 12th. We've just had the full moon, so there's something can be like a little bit comes up, and looks like it's maybe going to be a little bit unsettled. Let's not forget the moon's quite changeable quickly, so it can settle down again. But in the meantime, have a look at what comes up, because if you're just too busy and you throw it aside, then guess what? It's going to come back at a later date. So, you can deal with it now or later. And sometimes you're not in the position to deal with stuff right now, and I understand that. So I'm just saying, you'll get another chance. Now, right opposite you for the next 12 months, we've got Jupiter, the planet of abundance and expansion. So if you're in a relationship, then it's really a time to, put a bit more focus on that relationship. Be careful while Jupiter's in this area that you don't take someone for granted, okay? Don't be fooled. All relationships take work to stay on track. You've got to nurture them. They need maintenance. So you don't want to get too comfortable. If you're looking for love, then this is a very nice position for you. You could very well, particularly this month with Venus in this area as well as Jupiter, plus the Sun, plus Mercury, the communication planet, it's all sort of falling into place. And it's great Mercury's there too for the first 2 weeks, because for you being an air sign and really a creative master and a genius on many levels, you need somebody that you can communicate with that's on an equal level of intellectual base. I mean, otherwise, you can get bored very quickly. All right. So certainly for relationship longevity, you need a level of independence, and you certainly need someone that you can talk to and not just chit chat. You're not really into gossip as such. You might like to listen, but it's not something that you would much rather get involved with much bigger, deeper issues. And right now with this whole mix here, it's possible. Okay, so you don't want to just spend too much time at the office glued behind your computer screen. You know, get out and socialize. However, that's probably going to be easier said than done, because you've still got Mars in your solar 10th house. So this is all to do with your career, and Mars sort of speeds things up, and you know, puts you into a little bit of a false perception of what you can achieve. And you know, Mars is there with Saturn too, so the mixture of these two planets sitting together in your 10th house can be somewhat frustrating, but really it will help to balance you. It's there because they're opposite energies. Mars wants to rush forward and be impulsive. Saturn wants to take a step back and be cautious and more methodical, and, you know, think things through. So you've got, like, you know, impetuous action there, but it's like a pullback. Let's sort of think this through. So sure, they're opposite energies, can be. It depends on how you look at it. It's all about attitude, isn't it, really? Because, you know, if you look at it in the way that, okay, well, I'm getting a feeling I want to, like, go, but, you know, then we've got this other energy here which says wait on, think about it, be a little cautious. Then if you can understand the dynamic between the two planets and how it's affecting you, then you can work with it, be grateful for it, appreciate it. If you don't, it's going to then just be pure frustration, okay? So it's all about attitude. Now, the new moon later in the month on the 25th is in your solar 8th house. Now, this is great for monetary matters. I mean, if you owed some money, for instance, don't be surprised. It could very well be paid back. If you're going for a loan, then that can come through too. So it's like a new moon. It's like a new start in this area, and very good for business partnerships as well. The Sun's going to move in here on the 23rd, and Mercury, communication planet, on the 16th. So that has a really good feel about it as well. So all in all, Aquarius, it's an eventful month, and, you know, I can't wait to get the comments and notes back from people at the end of the month of how it, you know, what actually ended up for you, because there's a lot of beneficial things happening this month. Like, for instance, I'm not going to go through every single you know, aspect. I do like to keep these new monthly formatted around, you know, 10 minutes if I can. But, you know, for instance, on the 18th, Venus is going to be conjunct Jupiter. Now, Venus, love, money; Jupiter, abundance, expansion. Right there opposite you in relationships, and, you know, it can be any relationships, but particularly on a intimate relationship level. You can connect with somebody during this time who's going to be in your life for some time, either as a friend, business partner, or a love mate. So that's nice, okay? So be optimistic this month, Aquarius, because things are happening, things are moving, and it looks to me as if they're moving in the right direction. I mean, are there some challenges? Sure. Every month is full of a mixture of supportive and challenging aspects, and some months it's balanced, you know, a little bit more either way, but you know, let's be optimistic. Have a great month. Hope something fabulous happens for you. I'm Jennifer Angel. Thanks for watching.